everyone, it's Anumodit Kumar. Welcome to Key Concept. In today's session, we are going to discuss about how to select different PhD settings and what are the different parameters that are related to the PhD setting. Rather than PhD, what are the different methods available for startup the VLDC motors. So let's start with the small recall. What are the key points that we have discussed in our last 2 to 3 lectures. First, we have discussed like what is the need of selecting different values for the motor tuning and why we need to tune different motors. Okay, so that all concept that we have discussed in our last lectures. Then we have discussed like how to acquire different motor parameters and that helps to tune our motor. And then after that we have discussed like how to select initial state detection threshold values and what are the different criteria that is related to select different values and what are the major issues that we have faced while tuning these motor, or like once we select the wrong value, what are the physical behavior that appear to the motor. All those discussions that we have discussed in our last lecture. If you not watch these videos, please before starting or continuing these videos, please go to the last videos and see these videos more than 1 or 2 times so you can get some basic ideas. And if still you are not able to understand these concepts, please comment below. I will try to come up with the more you can say the proper way in which you can understand. If you know which section you are lacking or what the concept that you are not able to understand, so I will come up with some video that will help you to understand these concepts. So these are totally rare videos. You are not going to get these videos in anywhere in YouTube. So for ceiling fan or any motor tuning, these devices are, you can say, the first video that I am putting. And definitely it's not just using the content, I'm sharing my personal experience also, so that will lead you to tune a VLDC motor in a more proper way. Okay, so let's start with the today's session. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the PhD setting. So as I discussed earlier, a VLDC or a PMSM motors or a ceiling fan motors are basically a synchronous motor, and we know that a synchronous motor always start with the synchronism. Whenever the motor is operating, it always be in a synchronism. Let's assume a motor, the total motor's RPM will be, you can say, the 360 or 370 RPM, and if you calculate the frequency, if the motor is 16 pole, and if you calculate the frequency of the motor, so near about 370 or 360, you are going to get somewhat 47 hertz. Okay, so how this particular like frequency operates, like once your motor is rotating, it's always be in a synchronous stage. Synchronous stage, what actually it means? So rotor having actually the magnets are actually connected with the rotors, and that is actually a rotating part. So if your motor is rotating in the 100 RPM, it means in a 1 minute it rotates 100 revolution, right? In the same way, if while calculating the frequency of the motor, if you calculate it will getting about something, just assume in some cases, I'm not using some exact calculation that we have discussed in our next few slides. I'm just assuming it. If your electrical frequency comes in a range like 15 Hz, if you convert that particular frequency and the 15 Hz to some particular values, so you get some electrical RPM. So let's assume some motor, just taking some random example to provide you some basic idea. Let's assume some motor is running with 100 RPM and that if frequency is 15, and you are getting some value, not exact value, some value about, like you can say 500 RPM or like you can say 1000 RPM. So your 1000 RPM is electrical RPM, that the electrical sinusoidal frequency. What actually it means, like in a 1 minute, you are going to send 1000 electrical cycles. Electrical cycle, it means one complete sinusoidal is considered to be one electrical cycle. And in the same way, when your motor is rotating in 100 RPM, you are going to inject 1000 sinusoidal like period in a 1 minute. Okay, and these always be in a sync condition. When you are increasing your RPM, if you want to increase your RPM, you need to increase the electrical cycle per minute revolution, whatever the like electrical cycle duty you need to increase. So just assume you are sending 2000 electrical cycles. So your mechanical RPM also sync in same way. So these all like mechanical RPM, your whatever the physical RPM that you are like seeing, and the electrical cycle that you are sending in it, that always be in a synchronized condition. Okay, and always when it's lose the synchronization, your motor is get slow, it will stop. Whenever it start and it's running either in a lower speed, either in a higher speed, that always be in a synchronous condition. Hope you understand. Synchronous means similar state, same state. It means synchronized. It means both speeds, either electrical or mechanical, both are synchronized to each other. Okay, that's the reason why it's not able to start. That's why it's not able to self start. So we need to select some methodology to start the motor. Okay, because when the motor is in a stationary condition where actually its rotor position aligned or a magnet where actually aligned, we need to find that location, and based on that we need to send a right current to the motor so it will start your motor, right? So let's see what are the different methods that we have available. So usually there are two methods are available to start the motor. First is Alice and Go method, and another is that is basically PSD setting. Okay, so let's start with Alice and Go. Alice and Go basically refer to like we have a device. Okay, and what we are doing, we are injecting some DC voltage. Okay, and the current flowing to the two phases for some certain time duration. Okay, and when the aptitude and the duration of voltage should change with the different like applications, like whenever we use choosing the different application, the whatever the voltage that we are applying to the motor, that's value, like the duration of time and the amplitude of voltage, that always will differ for application to application. Okay, if your motor inertia is very higher, or you can say your motor blade and the body is very heavy, then you need to select the higher voltage and the same way longer time duration. If your motor is, you can say like having a lesser inertia, then you have to select the lesser voltage as same way in the lesser time duration. So usually we have a certain you can say the voltage already decided, and for that voltage most of motor will start with a certain sequence. Okay, so usually when you select these Alice and Go option, usually your motor will reverse spin or sometime forward spin. Okay, and by doing this it will start the operation like and it will, once your motor is rotate, so it will go with the you can say the startup setting, and based on the initial or open loop acceleration, motor will rotate, and once the motor rotate with some certain RPM, then device sensing perfectly the back EMF values, then motor switch to the open loop to closed loop acceleration. That's how it works. So what's the issue of this particular startup? You are facing a certain improper back, the motor will take back, and that sometime in the it will looks awkward. So most of application like ceiling fan application, the blades are outside. If the motor rotate in the back, sometime it creates some awkward you can say the impression. So usually what we need to do, we need to start the motor from the stationary condition in a forward direction. Okay, we not need to go back or go for some certain movement in its initial states, right?